Are you guys seeing this? This is me, my character, riding a chimera, performing a beautiful swan dive, killing it in slow motion, and then, like a total badass, executing a superhero landing with my pawns. Welcome to Dragon's Dogma, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you have on tap when you play this game. I don't have enough words to describe just how much fun I'm having with this thing. It is amazing how much they have put into this game. The sense of exploration that you can have, definitely out of the books of, and that move, that mirror vesture move is freaking OP. As a Mystic Spearhand, that move can let you tank so much damage. Just quick pointer there. Another quick pointer. Using a silence spell on any caster or spellcaster, even drakes, will immediately stop them casting that spell. It's just, those are just some examples of some of the wild stuff and interactions that you can have in the game. I love the way they've really taken the page out of the Elden Ring game, all the Zelda games in terms of the exploration, and not really just telling you anything. It's literally like a road trip. You are on the road with your pawns and you're figuring stuff out. They will either point out stuff to you that either they have seen, or maybe you will see that, or they'll tell you, yeah, I saw this in a different world and I can take you straight to it. Let's roll, and we will actually go do that. That is the beauty of this game, just the fact that you have all these natural experiences that occur just out in the wild. There's no markers or anywhere. You just have to see what's over the horizon and go, literally. It's amazing that you have that, and the way the game just dynamically changes from night to day, really playing into that concept of, hey, night is where all the, the spooky things that go bump in the night come out, and playing on that primal fear there. It is oppressively dark at night. If you do not have a lantern, it is hard going. Even when you're going into caves like we're even going to here, it's literally super dark. They are not kidding about that. So it's just a fantastic experience where you just have random encounters too as well. Like, we're gonna run into some guy here, and he's actually not supposed to be in here during the day, so I think he glitches out. But I can tell you so many experiences I have, and I'll talk about two specific ones that I think really highlight just how great the unique encounters are with this game. Where one is the first one where we're fighting a griffin, and this thing, we're fighting it. It's almost dead or close to it. Like, I think it's got like maybe half a bar left or something, and it's just like, hey, you guys are doing too much damage. I'm peacing out. And he picks me up while I'm on its back, and I'm holding on for dear life, and I'm trying to get away. And then this guy barrel rolls and literally tosses me off of his back. And what do you think happens? My pawn catches me, so I do not die. That is how much of, a badass that some of these pawns are. Like, they're incredibly intelligent. There's lots of times where you'll have companions in games and they literally don't do anything, but the pawns are so useful. It's amazing, just the interaction that I love that you have with them. Even the banter too as well, like the times where they comment about, one Arisen only hiring all females, and then I did that, and they were like, oh, hey, looks like we're all females, what's up, what's going on with that? It's just fun stuff like that. And even just after battles, the high five, the fist bumps, the comments like, you're so great, Arisen. It's just cool, and it's fun. It makes it feel like, it's you and your buddies on this journey, and it's totally fun, and it's totally dynamic, and it's crazy. Let's talk about another experience. I just got to Batal, and I meet our Beastron Chad Baron, and he's like, yo bro, thanks for all that help in Vermont. I know they kicked me out and all that kind of stuff, but hey, I got this other place I need you to go take me to. Just give me an escort quest. Let's go over here. And I'm like, all right, cool. Baron, you're my boy. Let's go. So we go on this road trip, and we're fighting things on the way. Baron's helping out. And we run into this Drake, and I'm like, man, this Drake is like, hey, my brethren, you suck. I'm a dragon. You're just Arisen, all that kind of stuff. And we get into this fight. We start fighting this thing in the afternoon. It goes into the night, all into the morning. We're fighting, we're dying. I die multiple times, my pawns die multiple times. Baron actually dies and is done. By the end of this thing in the morning, we finally defeat this Drake. And again, like I said, I cast silence on this guy and it actually stopped him casting some spells. And I was just using the mirror vesture to tank so much damage. That shield is just so good. And eventually we defeat him. And then I'm like, okay, my boy Baron is still lying there on the floor. I don't have any more wake stones. What am I going to do here? And then I remember my brother-in-law's playing the game, and he told me, hey, some missions, if the person's wasting too much time, or you don't even want to like bother about going on the journey, you can just pick them up, use a port crystal, and go to where you need to go. And I'm like, okay, let's try this. So I pick up Baron, put his body on my shoulders, port to Rest Town, where I have my portable, crystal there, put him down, go to my vault, get a wake stone, come back, revive him, and he gives me literal flowers for bringing him back to life, and is like, thanks, bro. It's just crazy. Like, just the ability for you to have these kind of level of interactions with this game is incredible. The fact that they've thought about you being able to do stuff like that, it's totally crazy. And these are just random encounters with stuff that happens, and stuff can go bad and will go bad, and you got to deal with it. Like, hey, a wolf just drags me halfway across the road and literally just taking me apart there, and I have to pop some healing stuff, and the pawn comes here and kind of saves me. It's stuff like this that makes this game so dynamic and so fun to play, because everyone has had similar experiences or not, or even unique experiences that you can only talk about because of just how randomly they occur or how these things actually just transpire. And that's the fun of this game. And I haven't even gotten to the end game, and I hear the end game is just even crazier how that's all set up. And I'm literally just on my third vocation right now, playing as a thief, and I'm having lots of fun with that too as well. It's such a great game, and I've heard people say like, oh, they don't like the fact that you're running everywhere, but I just think it's so immersive by that, because when you think about it, that was the way people used to travel in this kind of surroundings back in the day. It was a slog. Like, you were going to the next town over. It took you days to get there. You had to camp out there somewhere, hope for the best, right? And maybe took an ox cart, but that ox cart or that carriage got attacked. You don't know what's actually happening. That's all part of the fantasy and the role play aspect of the game. So, if you find that as a problem, then, I don't know. That's usually kind of what you sign up for with an experience like this. It's just such a wonderful game, and game of the year contender. I know there's a lot of stuff around microtransactions and stuff, but you really don't have to buy into that if you don't want to. So that's a choice. And I know it's not great whenever you see that, but it's a choice that they made. As far as I know, so far, this is currently my game of the year. It's such a fun game to play. There is so much content in here, so much replayability, and the fact that most of the missions too as well, there are consequences. There is stuff that will happen, and you don't have the ability to change it, and you have to deal with whatever just happened. Them's the apples. It's just it's refreshing to have a game that actually does that. The whole saving thing too as well. I remember that. I know that was a big problem too as well, but I think it just adds to the je ne sais quoi of the entire game. It's unique, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. If you guys enjoy everything I've talked about, please go out there, play the game. Do all the things, like, subscribe, and I will talk to you later.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing. Say, one tweet task.